Hey there, it's Carrie Rhodes here, back with more paper crafting fun for you today. I'm going to be making some cards that I think are going to just help to recharge your card making in the new year. I have some fun ideas that you could maybe use in card making for yourself. So we're going to make some kind of interactive cards and one that's pretty simple too. All of them are using this new Recharge stamp set from Trinity Stamps. I love this little flashlight. It's got faces. I love to put faces on things. And you can put that on the battery too. And of course, there are coordinating dies that are going to die cut out all the things. And the dies for the words might be the coolest thing about this die set. We'll get to that. Also, I'll be using this Beaming with Love stencil, which is like my current fave for all my Valentine projects. I just love this like beam of light, but it's hearts. It's so cute. Okay, we're going to stamp out our main images. So I'm going to stamp out the flashlight and the battery, and I'm going to stamp it out twice because I'll be making 2 cards today. But really, I'm making 3. There's a bonus card at the end that I will show you. I'm not going to show you how to make it, but I'll show it to you. And I will have a link to that video if you really want to see how I made the light up card. Okay, so now we're coloring. I'm using my Olo markers. I'm using my cool grays for this particular flashlight. I'm going to color the other one a little bit different just because I like to play around with different colors, and especially if you're making Valentine cards. So this brings me to my first point, to maybe recharge your crafting and card making, is to look at your stamps and see what things you could use for Valentine's. Instead of maybe buying something, you could use something that you already have, but in a different way to make it be for Valentine's. Like, you don't look at a flashlight and that doesn't like scream Valentine card to you, does it? Right, it's kind of funny, but the sentiments in the set are really what make it, and the style of card that I made as well. So turn your regular everyday stamps into Valentine projects. I think it would just help you look at things a new way and kind of give you a little bit of boost to your mojo and your creativity. Okay, so now I'm coloring like the lens part of the flashlight just with C0 marker. Just give it a little bit of shading, and then for all the accent pieces, I'm going to do red. So I started out with my R markers here, and I have to say the newly released Olo markers have more options for you to blend out your red colors, and I'm super excited about that. I recorded this before mine had arrived, so I used what I had, and if you have colors that you feel like, oh gosh, if I just had one more that would help me blend this, Olos are great for doing tip to tip, where you can pick up a little bit of darker color on a lighter marker and use that, and it blends things out beautifully. So now I have my images stamped. I wasn't sure how I was going to color that other flashlight yet, so I just left it till I got to the next card. But I wanted to show you in the stamp set, there's like a plus for like the positive side of the battery and a little dash for the negative side of the battery. I think that's so cute and clever. And there's a smaller face, so you can put the smaller face on the battery, and you could put the larger face on the flashlight itself, which I will do on my next card, put a face on the flashlight. So there's the 3 pieces. They're really fun to color, really cute, and just so different. Next, I'm bringing out this brand new Clingy Craft Mate from Trinity Stamps. It's a photopolymer craft mat. It's great for stenciling, which is what I'm going to do. You'll see that it looked black, but you can peel it off the backing off of it, and it's completely clear. I put it on a smaller Glassboard Studio glass mat, and it fits this Clingy Craft Mate perfectly. So I'm going to use that to hold down my paper. You can see it holds it really well. And I need to cut an opening into this card because this card is going to be a shaker card. It's going to be a flat shaker, and the shaker is going to be underneath my card. So this is a really fun thing that you can do. I feel like my very first inspiration to create this kind of shaker came from Sarah Liz, who is on the Trinity Stamps design team with me. You can find her on YouTube under Sassy's LLC, and she made a corner shaker. I want to say it was with like a bowl of soup. But anyways, I got the idea from her, and ever since I'm just in love with this. Having like the shaker should not be able to go to the corner of your card, right? So it's almost like this hidden shaker it's really surprising to people because like maybe that shouldn't work, right? So I love this kind of shaker. So we're going to just now work on the front of the card. I wanted to dress it up a little bit, and so I'm going around the edge with my blending buddy brush and darkening that up, just dusting on some ink, really just the ink that was left on my brush. Now I want to stamp a background, and I'm going to use this little heart that's in the set and some darker gray ink. This happens to be Industrial Diamond ink from Altenew, and I'm just repeatedly stamping this, trying to create a pattern. It's not perfect, and that's okay because it's handmade, right? Yeah, so that's how it's going to look, but we're also going to bring in that Beaming with Love stencil that I mentioned at the top of the video, and that's going to create what is like the beam of light coming out of the flashlight, but this is going to be a Valentine's card, so the beam of light are hearts. Isn't that so perfect? So again, I am just using the ink left over on my brush. I have quite a bit of ink on my brush, and I don't know if you know this, but Trinity Stamps recently came out with the Scrubby Cup that is designed to clean your brushes. It is very cool. I will link it for you below as well. You just put a dot of soap in there, a little bit of water, scrub your brush, let it dry. It's a little cup, it's silicone, it's amazing. All right, so I did a little more ink blending on the inner portion of my card. I just felt like that fit. Now for this flat shaker, I'm using a piece of packaging that you would get maybe on a die set, on a stamp set, on some pattern paper or embellishments. I save those so that I can make shakers like this. Now Trinity Stamps does sell shaker pouches. However, those kind of pouches are very thick and sturdy. They tend to bubble up, where this kind is going to lay completely flat with very little air inside. And that's what I need to put this behind my cover panel of my card, the part that's going to have the flashlight. So I put adhesive on the back. It's rip and stick tape in 1/4 of an inch width. And I took the backing off on 3 sides, and I'm folding over those 3 edges there. And that leaves the top open so I can add my shaker bits. These shaker bits are heart sparkle spots from Trinity Stamps. They're new. We already had hearts, but the red color is new, and these are completely flat, so they work absolutely perfectly for a flat shaker card. Now I'm going to remove the last adhesive strip there and fold over the top, and then you just need to trim away any excess plastic that is showing, where it overlaps. And so thin scissors work much better. So I brought those out, trimmed it off, and my panel is ready to go. So this is going to now be able to easily go behind my card front, which I'm also adding that same rip and stick tape to, so it'll stick really nicely to that plastic. I removed the backing, and I'm just lining up the edge of my opening with the edge of that shaker panel. Just like that. And this is all going to look so much better and really come to life when I add the flashlight. So you could really think about what dies, stamps in your stash could you make this hidden shaker, a corner shaker. I think it's a really fun look. And I have done it with a bowl of cereal recently. Yeah, if you saw my craft roulette card that had the moving spoon, that one also had a corner shaker. So there's lots of different ways you could use that. For my sentiment, I am going to emboss this with red powder, and it says, "You turn me on." Isn't that fun? It's a good Valentine, right? So we'll emboss that on this really light pink paper, and then the dies. Let's talk about these dies. They're so cool because they cut the words apart. Instead of just bubble cutting around this, it bubble cuts around every word. That way you can arrange those words on your project however you want. And that was really important to me in this card because I would have had to cover something up had it been a straight sentiment, and I can decide if I want them stacked, if I want them to go all the way across. And you could even omit words and build your own sentiments if you looked at all the words in this set. So I think that's fabulous. I love that perk of that die. All right, so I added my little batteries there in the bottom corner. I glued down my sentiment along that angle of the flashlight and the beam of light, and that just worked perfect for this card. I added this little lightning bolt. It's kind of like something's charging, but I just thought it would be really fun to add right there on the battery itself. All right, now that my front and my back piece of my shaker are adhered together, it's kind of like they're one. So I need to add adhesive on the back of that to stick it down to my card base, which is an A2 size, so it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 inches. And I've got that nice white border all the way around. I love a white border on my cards, but you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I just love that look. I think it helps draw your eye in to the center of the card. I lastly added a little bit of shimmer. So I added some diamond stickles to that charge like lightning bolt, and then some shimmer pen to the opening of my flashlight. So that was card number 1. Now we're going to move on to card number 2. And again, I'm coloring with my Olo markers. I'm using some R markers for the flashlight this time. I thought that was fun to have a red flashlight, and you can see the colors that I'm using on the screen as I set the caps down if you are wanting to recreate this color blend. But here you can see me doing the tip to tip, taking my darker color and picking some of that up with a lighter pen, and that really helps to blend those colors out. So now I'm taking the face and I'm putting it on the flashlight, but doing that gave me the idea to pull out something else from my stash to combine this. So that's another way I love to recharge my card making, is combining something new with something old, and it kind of brings new life to the old thing, and I love that. So we'll get to that in just a second, but first I want to do my stenciling. So I'm also going to have the beam of light coming out of this flashlight, but this time the flashlight's going to be standing up and the beam of light's going to go up towards the top of the card. I wanted to do a little protecting of my background because I can get a little wild with the ink blending brush and sometimes go over the edge of my stencil where I don't want to. So that's why I put down the post-it notes there, and now I'm doing just a little bit of pink on pink paper, so it's going to be a little bit more subtle. And then I was like, but you know what, we could do an ombre here. So this smaller brush I'm using is called the Shading Sidekick, and so it is good if you're doing small spaces or a small stencil, and I loved the idea of having the ombre look, but you tell me what you think. Okay, so this is where I brought out something old to go with something new. This is the indispensable stamp set. It has little arms and little legs that you can add to a medicine bottle. You can add to a Band-Aid. I think they're so cute, and I thought they might just work on this flashlight. Like if he's got a face, he could totally have arms and legs too, right? So that's what I did, and I thought that looked so cute, like he's ready for a hug. So I just went ahead and added the arms. I did not do the feet, but you could do that too. That would be really fun. Okay, so now we're going to just build this card and make it even more special. I'm doing a little bit of pink around the edge and just trying to use up the ink that's on my brush. And then I'm going to add the batteries. I wasn't sure when I had the idea for this card if I wanted them, but I think they really add to it. So now these batteries are going to be the gray color, kind of like my previous card was gray and red and pink. This one's going to be that too, but I'm switching so that the flashlight is red and the batteries are black with a touch of red. And I think that's a really great thing to remember when you're making a bunch of cards, is you can keep the same supplies out and use them in different ways on your second card, which is what I did here today. So now we have the little face going on because I can't not have the face if there's a face. I love my little inanimate objects with faces on them. So here they're getting some little pink cheeks to complete the look. And I did highlight all of my things with my white gel pen. I really feel like having a highlight on things gives them a little bit more interest, and I think it makes them more special. So I'm going to pop those up, all 3 of those images, so they're a little higher on my card. I love that kind of look on a card with something popped up. And then for my sentiment, I am also doing the red embossing, but this time on white paper. So again, I'm repeating the same supplies I used before and using them in a different way because I changed up the color of my paper. And then here we have, again, the die that cuts the words apart. And so this time I decided to put them in a little bit of an arch. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't have fit very good on my card, but it follows the arch of the edge of the flashlight, so it worked out great. Isn't that good? Love it. Okay, so now we just need a little bit of sparkle and shine. There are these kind of sparkle little images in with the flashlight in the recharge stamp set, and I probably could have left it there. However, there are new sparkle stars in this release, so I'm like, why don't we just add these? It might have been a little bit too much. I'm not sure. I think I might have liked it better without, but I did it. I was feeling in the mood, so I don't know, it adds to the card a little bit, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll add that to our A2 card base to finish off this card right there. So that's card number 2. Now we're going to go into the bonus card, which is actually a card I made on the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel on their release day. So this one is the light up card, and it really kind of follows card number 1, the one that's a shaker. And you can see here that instead of a shaker, I have a Mylar panel. That Mylar paper is looks solid, but when you put a light behind it, you can see through it. Now, here's a picture on the left of what it looks like with the lights off. You can really see that light up portion a lot better, and that paper is so reflective. You can probably see me in it. But I put a Pear Blossom Press One Light behind it, and that is what is lighting it up. A One Light is super simple. It is just a battery pack with a little light on it, and then you just need to have the word push on your card to light it up. And then you're going to want to put foam tape around it because of the thickness of the light itself. And so when you put the foam tape around, it lifts your card up a little bit, allowing room for that. So it's really easy to do. I have lots of videos on light up cards. I'll put that playlist at the end of this video if you want to check that out. But I just love that that corner shaker card so much, I decided I could probably do that same thing as a light up card. So if you want to see that video, go over to the Trinity Stamps channel next and check out their live videos. And I think it's the most recent one that I did over there. So there's my 3 cards. I hope that these ideas are things that you can use in your card making to maybe just give you a little recharge. And I hope that you are celebrating yourself this Valentine's Day by maybe making something that you're going to give away, because I know giving to others and making something that you give away gives me a recharge. So maybe it does for you as well. Okay, I'll see you all again very soon with a new paper crafting video. I'm going to try and fit in a bunch of Valentine things that I've made before the big day. So be sure to check back if you're new here. Feel free to subscribe. I have paper crafting videos all the time, and I love sharing what I make with you. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you then. Happy stamping. Bye.